Hey guys, the top 10 most disappointing list is done. Took me a while to get through this one. A lot of bad games on there. We needed a lot of G Fuel, guys.
Yeah, maybe not this flavor though. This is the onions and waffles. As part of the Shrek collector's
Stank up
tub.
the room.
There is a collector's tub sale going on right now for the next 2 days, 30% off plus 20% off everything else.
Yeah, and each sale goes directly to supporting the show. Get yourself this nice Shrek shaker cup that I use for my workout gyms, and I've been getting pretty cool compliments on it.
Thank you so much, guys, for supporting our show. It goes directly to supporting us, like you said, and I hope you enjoy the video. Check it out. In a year filled with garbage, these are the top 10 most disappointing games of 2024. Number 10.
And then your heat should be...
Seems like the temperature goes down pretty nice.
Yeah, the heat sinks will make it so you can spam those things.
Alice created an OP build.
Dude, I've been playing MechWarrior games since the good old days when MechWarrior were always good.
He was doing OP build in the second mission.
It's bullshit. I don't like my mech.
Also, you look ridiculous.
Stop
bro.
complaining, Joe.
Look at this. I got like 2 weapons and I'm short. I hate this game.
It's like real life.
Bullshit.
Just like real life. Go ahead, Joe. You lead us. MechWarrior 5 Clans. I love MechWarrior as a franchise. I want more games. I want a Netflix series. I think it has the potential to be the next Game of Thrones. Sci-fi style houses battling against each other. It is ripe for exploring. And that's just what MechWarrior 5 Clans set out to do. Explore more of the story, focusing on the bad guys of the series, the clans, the Smoke Jaguar specifically. I was optimistic. The issue is that the story presented here wasn't compellingly enough told.
Can I ask you a question, kid?
Kill that man.
You talking shit?
Real MechWarrior should be combat ready the second they hit Atmos. Surat's able to be prepped and ready in the next 15 months.
Weak punch.
We up.
He made me toot.
Get on it.
I didn't even feel it, old man. The voice acting, awful. The mission design, somewhat poor and repetitive. Go here and destroy everything. Then fight enemies in waves. Again and again and again, without variation, without intrigue. Unfortunately, the game has barely evolved from just 5 years ago. And actually, in some aspects, moving to the Unreal Engine 5 has somehow made some of the cooler laser effects and environmental destruction look worse at times. Oh, but the way these trees fall are terrible.
We're with you, Star Commander.
No.
Cobalt 1, I have
The
eyes
old
on
one is
multiple
way
hostiles
better.
approaching.
Seems like they got more fire than the pirates.
That is not saying much.
Grand Dragon.
They're not holding anything back.
They have the numbers, but we have the superior weapons.
Wow. Bro, what the... I wanted so badly to like it more than I did. It has 5-player co-op, for Christ's sake. I recruited all of my buddies for the job. Unfortunately, support for co-op was poor at best at release. It would constantly swap out our mechs that we chose in between missions, confusing everybody. We couldn't stick with the one character we wanted throughout the whole campaign. It clearly wasn't built with co-op in mind the entire way. Like, does everybody have their mech?
Nope.
No?
I have mine.
Thanks, Don.
No.
So 0, because we like spent time making mechs, and then we had to, you know, hit the restart mission button, and then it basically swaps everybody. It only cares about the host or the main player, but it would be nice if they, I mean, that's like critical. Underdeveloped and a bit buggy, it ruined almost all of our sorties. Dull combat, flat, barely any feedback when you're hitting your enemies in MechWarrior. No! It lacked that big mech robot punch and feel of the past. Look at that shit. That feels like every time you fire that thing, it's like, whoa. Bro, what happened?
Yeah.
I think this guy over here, the crab has been shooting Joe in the back. I'll kill him.
OJ, watch out for the crabs.
He's down. No galaxy map where you could take control of where the battle raged. No, instead it did the favor of these boring story-led missions with really some unlikable characters.
Or you talk like a freeborn laborer, and if I just roll over for them...
Freeborn laborer? Don't talk like a freeborn laborer. We've done things!
Like a freebird. Does it ever cross your mind that your outbursts make us all look bad? All you do
I
is drag us
have
down
never
into
known.
ugly
Not
things.
I've.
And I cannot have that in my star.
You're gonna kick him out because he uses contractions! He did it twice.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
And if you don't bring 4 other friends, you'll be cursing at your allied AI, whose pathing and intelligence are horrible. The allied AI is just insane. They just charge and then fire at point blank range.
Yeah, they shot me in the back.
And they
Your
shoot
teams
you
aren't
in the
that much
back.
tougher than the pirate scum.
They're shooting you in the back.
Organized, though,
The Mad Cat
but not for
is
long.
behind you. You gotta be
At this
careful.
rate, we will capture our world.
It's a shame that you're better off installing some MechWarrior Mercs mods to add in the exclusive clan mechs rather than shell out full price for this game. And apparently, many agreed as the studio suffered layoffs due to its poor reception just recently. A real shame, and something I hope the studio can correct. I want to see more MechWarrior games. I want them to get bigger budgets, and I want it to have the success it deserves. But this one, for fans willing to forgive a lot only. Disappointing.
I'll be back to reclaim what is mine soon enough.
Be back.
Meantime, you all don't look up at the sky too hard. Your brains might fall out.
Fucking asshole! Number 9. That's the
Wait.
first time somebody acknowledged that somebody got possessed and walked away.
There's a poster. Go check it out. Might be a clue.
What poster? Joe, you dirty old man. Twilight Purple. Candy Chang. What? Ugh, that. Okay, let's see about this one. We got a white girl.
It looks like me with a wig.
It's other Joe with a wig.
It's me with a wig.
Hey, who knows? It might be a lady boy. I don't know.
That's a man, baby.
It's a man, baby. Okay. Let's see if we can sneak in here.
The voice acting's pretty good.
Slitterhead. When we first saw this horror game's debut, its trailer at the Game Awards, we were really into its unique horror theme and style. A Japanese game
Tokyo
developer.
Wire? Was it?
Silent Hill. He's like, look, y'all don't need Silent Hill. I'll make something. I've been waiting for somebody to fill that little slot there since.
Oh shit! It's a Lady of the Night.
Oh man,
Gotta be careful with
what kind
those.
of game is this? Oh fuck!
Shit, never mind.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, fucking run.
It bones are gross, but it would be grosser if it was like, oh, it is. It looked creepy. It looked different. It was gross as hell. I like the idea of the claustrophobic sort of urban environments. I got hyped. All that pretty much wore off. Many people forgot this game even came out that year. However, when I finally remembered it and got my hands on it, pretty much any expectations I had were thrown out the window. It wasn't scary. It wasn't that great of a hack and slasher. It did have some unique charms to it, I'll give it that, but a lot of the mechanics just felt unfinished.
Hey! Why look at me like a lizard?
I don't think it was supposed to be this way.
Wait, all cockeyed and shit.
Getting in the way? So the prostitute can't fight. She can, I guess, only block. And while I did like some of its gross bosses, some of the moment-to-moment gameplay where you can jump between different bodies, sometimes jumping into a super-powered version and doing battle with these bosses, it sort of kind of like farming up and feeding off of NPCs to stay in the fight. It's interesting, but ultimately, the package on a whole is disappointing. If they could have managed a better tone, more scares, better atmosphere, I think Slitterhead could have broke out.
Get on top.
Is that a prostitute?
Not my type.
You gonna get lucky, Joe.
Nah.
Oh,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? Oh my lord, maggots! I have no idea. Holy shit! If something came at me like that, I'd be dead. Gross. Instead, while entertaining here and there, it will remain incredibly niche for those with only higher amounts of patience, especially when it turns into a slog later on in the game. Limited number of enemy types, the repetitive gameplay, it's going to grate on your patience. The issues with its controls, and often unclear and esoteric menus. Just pointless bits. You may not even interact with certain subsystems or realize you can unlock certain characters with multiple playthroughs because of how unclear certain things are presented to you. You'll be disappointed if you don't set your expectations pretty low here, unfortunately. This was a horror dud. Bulbous flesh. It's fucking scary. Holy shit, man. I don't know what that says. Shithead, Slitterhead. Shitterhead. Shithead. I like it. Nice. Character models look a little stiff and stuff, but it don't matter if they fucking fall apart and turn into weird things like, oh. Yes, very cool. Very cool.
Like Tokyo Gore Police?
Number 8. Yeah! What else we got? Oh my god!
Jerseys.
Brand new fucking jerseys! Woo! Woo! This fucking game looks great! Yes. Yeah! What else do we... What is that?
You know,
What the hell is this?
protection's important.
That's a dirty ass jockstrap with blood and I don't know what the hell that is. Oh fuck!
Football is blood, sweat, and tears.
This is used.
Gently pre-owned.
This is old. Oh my god! What? What is this? Oh my! Does that say Madden?
Classics.
EA Sports College Football. Why is this on the list if ultimately most people praise the game? Even us at times? You know, well, first off, it was for not being as bad as Madden, okay? The bar is pretty low when you're not as bad as Madden. It had some actual life to it, some energy, some momentum. The pageantry was there.
There's 134 teams with the fight song rendered fully. Oh shit! Already?
You weren't even fucking looking. We weren't even fucking looking. God.
Well, I want to read this one though. I don't even need to look.
Unfortunately, after that initial honeymoon period wore off, you saw that EA's return to college football is ultimately a disappointment. That was
You
fine.
didn't angle it.
I did angle it.
No, you were still like on the outside. You needed to center it. What happened to me?
Game.
We lost the sugar bowl.
Most all players realized how bare bones the entire package was, missing so many features from before. Does that sound familiar? Busted league logic when people tried to play multiple seasons. Really extended and exposed all of these issues over the long term. Many of the game's shortcomings just creeping out right then and there.
Is it like an automatic?
I'm not doing it.
Oh, weird.
What is happening? What the fuck is with this fucking game?
We
What?
won.
Are we? What?
Dude, we beat it. We
beat it.
We did it. Does this mean we won?
You're telling me the terrible pursuit angles, the busted AI logic, linebackers and defensive backs not reacting to quarterbacks scrambling until they're 5 yards past the line of scrimmage when it's too fucking late, the play action CPU sack issues.
Yeah.
This is it. This is touchdown. What is he doing? What did he do? That guy's covered. Why does he choose the wrong fucking people all the fucking time? You're staring at him. This is dumb. There's no way to develop your talents in players over multiple seasons. The cracks are starting to show. Running on that same animation-based engine, this modified Frostbite created for fucking Battlefield games, it's starting to take its toll. A lot of it was initially covered up because of the more enticing and sped up gameplay. Get over.
Can I not
Quit fucking around.
Are you fucking serious? We did all that and I can't even play with you?
You cannot play your custom team with a friend in co-op.
Can I not play, chat?
But these smokes and mirrors faded away only after weeks and months of extended play and multiple seasons, exposing much of the same issues we have in Madden. What the fuck? What the fuck? The biggest game of our lives!
What the fuck is going on?
Continued patches, thankfully, has helped bring this game the prestige that it had upon some of its initial launch. But there is no doubting that a lot of the goodwill and wishful thinking that EA would change its ways in certain aspects might not actually be true. But the real test of this franchise will be next year. Will it be a simple, lazy effort, copy and paste roster update with many of the requested features and fixes ignored in favor of a cheap and quick development cycle, just like they do for Madden? Will we have 2 fucking types of those games every year? Only time will tell, but I hope we can get this game off the disappointing list next year. But it's EA. We're only gonna have to see.
I promise.
Yeah.
I promise that I will deliver that stuff next time.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Like cut mode.
Yeah. Cut. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money.
You might. I'll tell my friends.
Yeah, everybody.
This will be great. This year's so fucking high, bro. Woo! Woo!
What a moron.
Number 7.
Group 1 assigned. Move to location.
Position noted. Moving now. Enemy detected in zone. They're coming right at you. Waiting for orders.
On my mark.
Homeworld 3. A hollow shell of a once great game franchise is all that is left, sadly. Its campaign among the worst.
And I choose to use the last of mine to take you into infinity with me. It is time for your pain to end.
A shared oblivion, then.
A pathetic 6-hour campaign that is mostly awkward and bad CGI cutscenes with baffling changes to the lore told over like 3 hours. It felt more like I was watching someone's bad made-up fan fiction than being in the Homeworld universe.
I'm still struggling with it all. The losses. But I don't want to forget them.
May the burden remain.
Sorry?
It's an old Pactu saying. Even in victory, there is loss. Forget that, is to forget them. May the burden remain.
May it remain. I'm plotting a course to cross the Great Border.
Every time I got going and started playing extensively, cutscene to interrupt everything.
Doubt can kill you just as fast as hard vacuum. They need you to bury yours, so they can overcome theirs.
So we lie to them?
Shitty writing to interrupt everything.
I am the universe's will incarnate! Bring me Karen's course. Devote your own to the future. Take your place by my side. And together, we will wield hyperspace like a knife. Subtle and precise. Clever girl.
Just shoved in my face. Let me play the fucking game. Well, maybe they did that because the game has issues itself.
The AI won't even move its mothership. It will literally just keep it in space. So even if you start putting pressure on its current location, it won't try to flee or get away from you. It just sits there just pumping out units that it can afford to pump out, and that's it. So you don't even really get much of a challenge or a variation from the AI. It will literally just do the same thing every single time, regardless of what map it's on.
This shows how bad writing decisions can ultimately ruin a franchise. Despite advancing in graphics, lighting, and continuing the beautiful music of the past as it was at launch, it was riddled with bugs. It was really a lot of underlining gameplay issues when you're in the nitty and gritty, a messy interface, a serious lack of innovation. Instead, time and effort went into this war games mode, clearly a mode inspired to service some kind of esports scene or a live service bit. I have no idea why they changed the formula. Why mess with what the community wanted and what they loved about the other homeworlds?
This is War Games.
We will lock. Light them up. Keep them guessing. I'm hostile. Keep fire.
Learn. Adapt.
Good shot.
Leverage all your experience to achieve victory. This is where commanders are made.
but the mode is crap. You don't get access to your entire fleet, so you can't build carriers, or destroyers, or battle cruisers. You're limited to just building one large type of ship, which is a frigate, and the rest is corvettes and fighters, whereas the AI get access to pretty much their entire lineup of ships, is that it just constantly throws ever-escalating waves of enemies at you. There's no tactical approach, there's no puzzle to be solved in a combat sense of trying to pick and choose targets to take out quickly. It's usually just a mad dash to get to the objectives as fast as humanly possible, and once you complete a chain of, I think it's 5 missions, it ends and you get the most XP possible.
Having to baby units at optimum ranges because they won't fire or do the shit that you ask them to do. And barely getting any benefits to flanking maneuvers.
Your efforts mean nothing! Don't you see? I can take all of this into the Gate Network! I will return when you are ash!
Let go.
Goodbye, Karen.
Some serious reworking of the combat had to be made here, and in their last update, they finally did a few things that were beneficial. But it's exactly what it is. The final update. All future work shut down and stopped for the game. It makes no sense either, since way back in the day when the developers were kickstarting funding on Fig, they were asking what everyone wanted to see. Well, what you put out is not that. This wasn't it. Instead, it's like Gearbox wanted an esports game instead of focusing on what made Homeworld great. And while it might not be all bad, there's still some good gameplay moments here and there to be had. There are far fewer and in between for fans of the legendary previous games. And now that all development has stopped, as it was a commercial failure, I think it's safe to say there probably won't be a Homeworld 4 after this. And for that, it's an incredible disappointment after 20 years of wait. Buck.
Among the stars, you're not alone.
Number 6. XDefiant. XDefiant is already a dead man walking.
Our goal is to make a best-in-class shooter for you, the players, to compete
and have fun with your friends. It's fast-paced firefights meets punk rock mosh pit.
We're proud to introduce our new game,
Tom Clancy's XDefiant.
To be shut down June 2025 with over 300 employees laid off. If that's not a disappointment, I don't know what is. 2 production studios closed. Ubisoft throwing in the white flag. A shame, really, because there were some real bits of addictive gameplay and some solid gunplay here and there. That's what makes it even more frustrating, that they bungled it so badly. What the hell happened to Ubisoft this year? 2024? You're gonna see them on these lists a lot. And it makes me mad because I actually liked a few aspects of the game. The fast-paced, military, first-person shooter that had a low time to kill and a high skill ceiling. I could be down for that. It's a free-to-play game in which I spent tons of hours in, so much so that I was ready to kick it a few dollars. The only issue here is I couldn't find any shit I wanted to buy. $70? $70 fucking dollars for fucking purple and green and LED skulls? Fuck off. Everything in the store was fucking stupid looking. Well, here is your
bedazzled
player
gun.
of the game skin.
sequence
Do
and
you
shit.
want a purse? Do you want a purse to appear every time you win?
Yes.
Then please purchase this. What the fuck?
Ah, I get it. It's
It
a
doesn't even
reminder,
match.
It's an empty purse.
It just
it's like,
goes-
oh, well, your money's gone.
Who vomited on the screen Louis Vuitton? What is... this is so low effort. If you're not putting any effort, I'm not putting any effort. Battle passes were lame as hell, filled with nonsense, uninspired designs, and stupid shit. Is that fucking blue? Is this fucking blue? Just straight up blue skin, premium reward, fucking blue. How the hell is the game supposed to make any money if you don't put anything worth buying into it? Worse, it prided itself on this no skill-based matchmaking thing. After like level 20, it's taken away, and the match quality takes a huge nosedive. You will get destroyed. Like you'll be like your new player experience, you're relatively new, and you're going up against people that will just smash you by looking at you. Just destroyed by bunny hoppers and ridiculous movement bullshit. There are so many frustrating bits that just serve to piss you off more than anything else.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck.
Oh, I'm going for A.
Alright, that's how you want to play. I'm gonna fucking...
This guy's like side hop jumping. I think their whole team is side hop jumping.
I guess it's all classic, classic COD stuff.
I know what you're talking about. It's like the jump peak.
It's almost like you're doing damage to someone without doing damage to them.
Does that guy kill in 1 second? Combine that with getting killed in what felt like seconds after you would duck behind walls, it made the netcode feel like shit. The netcode was shit. My God!
The netcode is
But add into that the cheaters, the wall hacks, the aimbots, the fucking Zens, and it started to get out of control. And with less reaction from Ubisoft than say like Call of Duty developers, they have less of a budget to react to this shit, it was tough to keep up with. Each faction would be based on Ubisoft's legendary properties, be it Ghost Recon, Far Cry, Splinter Cell, Siege, stuff like that. DeadSec faction, either $10 to unlock Sebastian and the DeadSec faction, or you can go DeadSec Game Over and spend $25 to unlock the DeadSec faction and all 3 characters, plus a player card, and Game Over Sebastian, it's a P90 skins! Get
That's cool,
more
I don't want
X
them
coins.
anyways.
And now I hear that Assassins will finally be added to the game before it gets shut down in June. Too little, too late. And I guess I'll never see my silly stuff like factions based on Just Dance. Or Rabbids. Damn it. Oh well, another Ubisoft failure to throw into the pile. Disappointing. Joe, what the hell are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
You're bunny hopping? Joe, stop bunny, stop it! Stop bunny hopping!
I can't!
Joe, stop bunny hopping right now!
We gotta get the jump on the enemy!
Oh my God, are you serious?
Holding a gun up to your face while jumping makes you look like an idiot.
Idiot with the great KDA?
He's got a point.
Does that work?
Let's go, follow me!
Number 5.
Look at those chompers! Okay, trail spots aren't cheap, so let's get started. A hunter with a mysterious past and her, very heroic friends are all that stands in the way of an unspeakable evil. Join them as they explore, hunt, collect wacky outfits, and decorate their village.
Nailed it. This is awesome. But wait, there's more.
What's worse than that? I mean, I guess a game that failed to even achieve Concord level numbers. That's right, Lego Horizon Adventures. It peaked with only 602 concurrent players at launch on Steam.
For Horizon Adventures with an all-time peak of only 602 players.
It made Suicide Squad and Concord look like masterpieces. It looked like popular games, I'm sorry. Concord, to be fair, Concord only managed 697.
Recall that Concord launched to an all-time peak concurrent player number of 697 players.
But when you're getting beat by Concord, I gotta put you on a list. No one played Lego Horizon Adventures this year.
With the digital deluxe edition, you get this exciting blue roller thing. And snazzy costumes, like the Shadow Stalwart outfit. And this, I don't know what that is. That or that. Or why they're climbing in that cannon. But look how much fun they're having.
This massive license that PlayStation and Lego teamed up to make a game that everyone would play. Families, kids, adults, everybody's gonna love it. No one was even interested in any of the characters or builds possible, I guess, within the Horizon world.
There are no TVs, just beautiful and totally not boring nature everywhere. Oh, and giant robot dinosaurs, of course. But you're not here to listen to me. This is a game, not an audiobook.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Surely, the figures are a little bit higher on the PlayStation Store, but not by much, as they've not released a lot of fanfare for it. It barely registered in any of the charts. This is a classic example of Sony thinking their franchise is way stronger outside of its ecosystem than it really is.
A new Lego adventure is on the horizon. It's the world of Horizon in Lego form. Join Machine Hunter Aloy on a quest to save the world from an ancient evil. Lego Horizon Adventures launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
A huge financial loss for Sony and Guerrilla Games and Studio Gobo. But that's not the biggest loss Sony sustained. That's later. With little to no crossover appeal for Lego lovers and even Horizon players, the decision to adapt an IP that specifically aimed towards more mature audiences with Horizon Zero Dawn, it just seems a bit confusing and baffled me the entire time. Thankfully, Astrobot, also from Sony, picked up the slack in this family-friendly crossover appeal area. Horizon Adventures, however, will remain as one of PlayStation's biggest flops of the year, only overshadowed by another more famous flop we'll get to.
Come and join the party in Mother's Heart. Phew, got it all in.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I forgot to mention the pre-order.
PlayStation.
Number 4. Woo, I can fly! Yay!
Woo, woo.
Boom, bats! This is my domain.
My God, so many memories.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that shit? I fucking grabbed Jenkins and get the fuck out of here. Threw Jake into orbit, baby. Superman 10 out of 10. Let's go. This is the game right here. I need this. You need this. I took his ass. I fucking threw him into orbit. Talk about taking a good thing and fucking it up. MultiVersus is back. Let's play. Let's check it out. Is it worth jumping in the second time? This is so weird. This game feels more unfinished than when it was in beta. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
Other than the added PvE track. This is so weird.
I don't know what it is.
I think it fucking crashed because I saved you after... What? What? It didn't give... Joe, bring another play with you into battle. It didn't give me a point. Lobby disbanded. Let's see what happens if we go in alone. Or is it just bugging out right now? Thanks, WB Games. Thanks, Player First Games. You fucked it up. You done fucked it up.
Takes 38 plus hours of PvP gameplay to unlock a single new character in MultiVersus past the first ones. After roughly 100 minutes of 2 versus 2s, I gained 130 fighter currency. That's 78 fighter currency per hour. Most fighters cost 3,000. 77 hours to unlock just this one character alone. Stop defending this. Which, yeah, how do you defend this?
MultiVersus. You know, when it launched, it was actually pretty great. The Smash Bros. Style battler with all of WB's most famous licenses. You had properties from cartoons, movies, animated stuff, DC, even off-the-wall shit. The characters, they were interesting. Their abilities were creative. They were fun to play. It was a great party game. And obviously it helps that my boy Superman was in the game and actually top tier good. A good Superman game. Then the game suddenly shut down. Bring it back more than a half a year later and stuff it with microtransactions, mobile grindfest paywalls.
These are rifts, the story player content of this game where basically, like Mario, you go through the levels, complete some challenges, sometimes doing a boss fight here, minigame here, until eventually you get to the end, beat the final boss, and then start it all over again on a different difficulty. And to unlock Agent Smith, you need to complete 20 of these on 20 different difficulties, and these things take up to 2 to 5 hours each, depending on the upgrades you got from your loot box, which, hey, if you want more of those, you could pay for them. And to get past the experience difficulty, yeah, you need to level up your gems. And to do that, you're forced to complete every challenge, which includes having a friend to play with you, which, yes, I understand this is a duo game, but I don't want my buddy to become my coworker as we do a full-time job to grind out getting a character early, okay?
A terrible PvE game mini shit designed to keep players engaged in the app daily with some of the worst mini games and pointless fucking battles. Shooting gallery, what?
I wish it hadn't come to this.
That's how you defeat the boss.
This is how you do the boss battle, huh? Oh look, it's a Wii game, yeah.
Victory!
Awesome!
Just wait till you get to the tank one.
Totally worth it content!
And a better tomorrow.
I'm so glad you took the game offline for 6 months and added this, otherwise it wasn't gonna succeed. Forcing some players to even buy characters to complete certain fucking challenges. Scummy, complete bullshit, overpriced skins, far too grindy progression. Player first games, my ass, being anything but player first. And they did, after much complaining, attempt to fix some of these issues and ease things up. But at one point, it was so difficult. If you missed a single fucking day of login, then you would miss the final Superman skin fucking reward. During that fucking holiday, I was fucking pissed during that holiday period. Now, they reversed that decision eventually, too, and extended the time that you had to grind so that you can get to it. But that clearly took the piss out of this game. I was fucking done.
Like 5 different currencies with Gleamium, fighter currency, perk points, prestige points, and with the addition of Season 2, we also have a bunch of other stuff like the Cyberbucks, medals, circuits, Green Beetle. And yes, this can definitely be confusing for newer players.
And it's never going to be what players want and deserve after seeing that, as this is just designed to suck your time, money, and engagement from an already dwindling player base. They took all the wrong lessons from other mobile games and put it into this game. You took something good and you fucked it up.
There's also bugs that people have encountered. This clip right here is hilarious. So this is Bugs Bunny just stuck on a cliff with his booty out and just Superman giving him quite the pounding there. It's hilarious, but obviously when you're trying to actually have a proper match and are trying to win, something like this is obviously very frustrating.
And while the gameplay, certain bits are still solid, everything else around it is pretty questionable and serves as this big barrier to getting into the game on a regular basis. MultiVersus is predatory, was predatory, still is predatory, and is more concerned with engaging in mobile tactics than bringing fresh, new, interesting ideas and characters to the genre. Don't play this kind of shit. Just play Marvel Rivals instead. Fuck! When is DC gonna get something with passion and love behind it again? Fuck! Well, let's see how all of these tactics are doing, shall we? You take the game offline for that long so that you can have a rebirth of the game. Let's see how it's going for you. Oh, it's shit! You fucked it up! 607 players right now. There was the initial spike, the 6-month break. You bring it back. People want to play it again, then immediately realize what a piece of shit fucking mobile game grind fest garbage you've made and completely left. 99% again. Good for you, you dumb fucks. Ruining fucking a Superman game and DC characters and a bunch of other cool fucking characters. Fuck off. Out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Number 3.
Now we're expanding Starfield's galaxy with a brand new, completely handcrafted world and deep new storyline. This September, we're launching Starfield's first major expansion, Shattered Space. Today, we're giving you the first look at the mysterious homeworld of House Faroon. So let's dive in and explore.
Shattered Space. Yeah. A boring, tedious expansion game to a boring, tedious, failed collection of mashed up together ideas and just leaning on the legacy of a game that was fucking Starfield.
That's what I was hoping for, Thirsty. We go into this ship and it's been through hell and back.
The fucking Event Horizon. I've seen that movie recently.
Yeah, so.
It's so cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm getting off this ship.
No, you're not.
She won't let you leave. She won't let any of you leave. The update that was supposed to change things. We're being turned. This is the turning point for the game, right?
But from early on in our planning, we knew we wanted to introduce a more secluded and handcrafted location, similar to what you've seen from our past expansions.
No. Shattered Space was billed as like scarier, with a more intimate setting, with some horror elements, exploring the lore of the crazy religious faction, Woo, the Faroon!
Vindicator, Harbinger, Reverend,
Promised. Some actual character intrigue and a good story was promised. Yeah, it delivered none of that. Scary. It only took a year for the fucking game to get interesting.
I'll play when it's out.
It's all downhill from here. So that was the best part?
A pillow.
Basira, hold on. You are strong. Concentrate.
Witness the scene.
I'm trying.
This heat may not be lethal, but it makes it difficult to think about anything else.
Shut the fuck up. I'm listening to a scene.
One of them. You have to get away from me.
Did you hear? And once again, we are triumphant.
What happened?
Once again, we are triumphant, Joe.
I should be the last.
You'll be surprised to know it is slow, boring, clunky, stuck again in the old ways.
I promise you.
You have no right to be here. You will tell me how
The
you found
camera
this
is so bad. It's like they can't possibly show the characters in dynamic positions or in cinematic blocking. It all has to be directly staring at you. How are you doing your arm?
You have no right to be here. Who are you? They show
Can't
a
say
lot
our
of emotion.
characters aren't
They're showing a lot of
expressive.
emotion. Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Didn't see you there.
It was such a boring slog to play through. Despite some good additions beforehand, like, you know, the rover to get around places easier instead of walking all across the planet's surface. Some rebalanced mechanics and inventory and all that shit. It just still did not live up to any of its own goals. The music is like Fallout. It just sounds like Fallout. After the first 25 minutes, we were already bored with it.
I must return to engineering.
Scary, huh?
I must attempt to restore the power.
They ruined it. They ruined it in 15 seconds. I'm already out of it. It could have been something scary and emotional and interesting. I have such sights to show you. Event Horizon. Exposing just how hollow many of the quests, characters, mechanics, and bits were in Starfield as a whole already. And this doesn't make it any better. In fact, it's more of the same. I wasn't paying attention.
This is too important. You must remember something.
No. Just simply telling him all must serve. And he's going to anoint me the chosen one.
About to find out.
I, the serpent.
He said that? I heard nothing.
So,
He
just
said
don't
that?
pick the bottom one.
Here in Asco, you have been chosen.
So after I tell you, I don't know, man, I wasn't paying attention. You must know something. Almost serve. Oh, by serpent. You are the chosen one. I was like, motherfucker, I just told you I wasn't paying attention. You asked me to make something up.
This man right here, he's holy.
Chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the great
We're just standing
serpent's
right here
divine
like...
providence. He will help save us all.
Our wise elders, everyone.
Outsider, please.
This was supposed to be its triumphant return to the universe for Bethesda. We're going to make it better. Everybody's going to love Starfield. Instead, it just reminded me of exactly why I left in the first place. Andrea.
I was just thinking about you.
Oh my God, 2 years later.
I hope.
Crappy AI, laughable quests, busy work, eye-rolling dialogue and characters that put me to sleep. We wanted it to be over, please God, sooner rather than later. And the middling reviews from journalists, and even worse, more honest review from players, this thing was clocking in around a 4 out of 10. The lack of new enemies, the lack of variety, barely any new gameplay changes made it just more of the same. And the same wasn't good enough in the first place. Yeah! Fucking yeah! Wee! Woo! Alright, one good thing. It honestly, I think this was leftover content from the main game held back more than anything and then delivered to us. At half the price of the fucking full main game? Are you serious? You're asking as much of an expansion price as Witcher, Blood and Wine, as Phantom Liberty expansion? That's how much you want for this piece of shit short side thing? Get the hell out of here. Forget this nonsense. Maybe it's best that Bethesda just start investing its resources elsewhere away from Starfield. Unless there's going to be a Starfield 2 and you change the whole universe, just let's focus on the Elder Scrolls. Please don't fuck that up. Because Starfield, the expansion, was disappointing.
One of the promised of House Varun.
That was fucking pathetic.
Oh, fucking waste of time. No! I don't feel shit. Yeah, I do feel bored.
Do you feel bored anew? I am bored. Number 2.
I don't know. I mean,
You'll never find me. You'll never see me. Where'd she go? I'm in the corner. It's darkness. Oh man. Everybody freeze. It's one thing to fuck up with a new IP, your own IP that nobody knows about and it doesn't have a legendary pedigree. It's quite another thing to fuck up with Star Wars. The first build open world Star Wars game, which is such fucking crap, by the way. It's not even. And nobody even really gave a shit about it at release? What?
For every positive aspect of the game, there's an equal and opposite negative to balance it out. If they were going for the forced dyad of quality, where both kind of rise and fall equally to remain in balance, I applaud them, I guess. It's just not great for us consumers.
Open world Star Wars game, big adventure, nobody gave a shit. That is the state of Star Wars today. And if that's not disappointing, what the fuck? This game reinforces the fact that Star Wars is in a bad spot.
So I don't know if it's the rushed development time or if it's the people at the helm. This is the narrative director from the tired Far Cry 6 game and the writer of Watch Dogs Legions. And then they created this. Honestly, the most transparent game I've played in some time. You can feel yourself walking down the flowchart of scripted events. And in the open world they laid out, you see right through the thin veil to the game's programmed layout and design.
It's the stealth. When this game first came out, it was completely different than what it is now. The stealth auto-fail conditions should never have been in the game. The AI just seeing you from miles away. The taking your guns away at random times, forcing you to play one specific way. Kay being such a boring protagonist.
Matt Damon.
Hunched over in stealth for like 90% of everything that you do in the game. It's just not very much fun, because the stealth sucked. The fucking stealth takedowns, they're ridiculous.
You sneak at Imperial bases, syndicate hideouts, and a ton of ventilation systems. There are goofy silent takedowns that Kay can do, and instead of giving her, a weak taser or a baton or something believable. She just punches people in the helmet, and it looks ridiculous.
They're too fucking lazy to put in any different animations where she's, you know, other than her punching out fully armored stormtroopers directly in their helmets, and they go out like a light.
Cool. Let's explore. What the fuck? Asshole? What are you, stupid?
Stop!
I punched him right through his armor.
You couldn't even switch camera shoulders when you wanted to. Your guns are weak-ass laser guns that can't kill for shit. Broken speeder combat, worthless grenades.
Grenades are worthless. Not a single one of them perished. There's absolutely no reason to use them, giving you even less options in combat, stripping the game of even more depth.
It's bad. It's just, that shit sucked. Look, okay, so it's not all bad. Like, the planets were cool. There's some, you know, ships in space that can actually kind of land. You go from space, and then you can drive into the planet, and there's, like, the hidden loading screen. Unlike Starfield, where it's just all a loading screen. They couldn't be bothered. But the Force stealth, the not being able to carry two-handed weapons elsewhere, and the tons and tons of hilarious and baffling bugs ruined it.
Or sometimes she'll jump off the grapple in directions you weren't expecting. Oh, where are we jumping? Why do we do that?
Pretty disappointing. Don't know why they didn't bother. Bitch, what the fuck you do that for?
Sometimes she won't even throw the grapple.
Okay, ND5, here we go.
Basically, they had to do a full rebuild and rework in a combat update. It's like a lot of things changed.
However, what really irks me about Outlaws' approach to secondary weapons is how much it goes out of its way to make you drop them. Do a melee attack? Drop your weapon. Crawl into a vent? Drop your weapon. Climb a wall or a ladder? Drop your weapon. Who programmed this?
But still, there's a lot of things left, like ridiculously simplistic space combat, this restrictive, just diet version of Far Cry. I don't know what they were going for. Maybe a diet Uncharted done far worse with characters you do not care about. Just a shitty open world game system with no creativity in its actual gameplay. You can't steal vehicles.
All right, next, let's go. Yeah, that would be cool.
You can't pit enemies against each other. You can only punch and shoot and sneak.
Yeah, shut your mouth. You stop shooting that shit at me. You know who I am? I'm Karate Master K. Nix. No one can stop me. Shut your mouth when you speak to me.
It's just uninteresting mission objectives, ruined everything, and that is the game's death knell.
You're a little young for a thief.
Why is it looks so ugly?
Matt Damon.
Why is all Ubisoft games Ubisoft? Why do all Ubisoft games have this washed out plastic look?
It's Assassin's Creed with shitty guns and no parkour. Does that sound good? No, it sounds fucking awful. I guess they were trying to be a little bit of something for everyone and ended up making it completely for no one.
Matt Damon.
It's Ubified and it's disappointing. And when you fuck up a legendary license like Star Wars in an open world game and look, we all thought that this might be a disaster with Ubisoft's just lazy open world design, but it's still a disappointment. You would think if they saw it coming, they'd try something different. They fucking did. It's hilarious.
I couldn't possibly recommend this game to anyone other than the biggest Star Wars consumer at that $70 price. And even if you are a mega fan, just wait for a sale if you did want to own this game. Or, you know, at least own it as much as Ubisoft will allow you to own one of their games.
Matt Damon. Number 1.
Oh, thank God.
It's called The Ballad of the Ancient Elven Gods Elganon and Gillenane.
It's right there!
But are you sure this is the ancient elven gods, Elganon and Gillenane?
Yeah.
That's right. It could be somebody different. A different Elganon and Gillenane.
No, it says Ancient Elven Gods Elganon and Gillenane.
Oh, ancient elven gods. Then this has to be it. Let's check here and see if there's a chapter on where we can defeat the ancient elven gods right here of Elganon and Gillenane. It's right here, Joe, this whole time.
Perfect.
That's it. Now we finally have what we need to defeat Elganon and Gillenane.
That's right. Do you want Elganon and Gillenane to be defeated?
Yeah, but I want my book back.
Don't worry, we will give you back your ancient ballad on the elven gods, Elganon and Gillenane, just as soon as we defeat the gods of Elganon and Gillenane.
The ancient gods of Elganon and Gillenane.
I'm sorry, the ancient elven gods of Elganon and Gillenane. Do you have anything else to add to this?
No, let us go on this adventure. No, let's finish our quest to defeat Elganon and Gillenane.
Let's go! Ah!
Bye, boys. Enjoy your quest to defeat the ancient elven gods, Elganon and Gillenane.
Sir, do I need to pay you for this amazing book on how to defeat the ancient elven gods of Elganon and Gillenane?
It's like a library. You just put your name in there, and as long as you bring it back within 2 weeks, it's fine.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Number 1, a game so disappointing, it killed the entire franchise. A game so disappointing, it easily takes the top spot on this chart, and hell, it's probably gonna end up on another chart too. Dragon Age: The Veilguard ruined Dragon Age. I've not forced myself through a worse fucking plotting slog all year.
I'm fucking tired of popping pimples. Everything is a fucking pimple in this fucking game. You gotta pop that pimple girl. Pop that pimple. Pop that pimple girl.
Devoid of anything that made previous Dragon Ages successful. Interesting characters? Nope. Bloody, visceral, tactical combat? Nope. Taking control of multiple characters and experience things with cool abilities? No, you're one fucking person. It is a dull, boring grind fest.
Don't like your characters. You don't like the enemy designs. You don't like the dialogue. You don't like the story. You don't like the combat. You don't like the way the camera fucks up all the time.
With worse enemy designs than what they had before. Why would you do this?
What the fuck?
It's very derpy.
That's an ogre.
That's an ogre? Oh no. Who did this?
Why would you make everything worse? When you redesign something, shouldn't you make it better? You don't make it worse. Stop it. Stop doing shit like this. I have no idea why the Metascore for this game is an 82. What the fuck? There's no fucking way it's an 8 out of 10. Are you fucking kidding me? The writing is atrocious. It treats its players as if they are fucking stupid and need everything spelled out multiple times.
But only the Lord Elgarnon is here, and he is still preparing.
You slept.
It's Elganon, not Gillenane like we expected.
Oh my! It's Elganon and Gillenane?
As I was saying, Gillenane's not here. It's just Elganon.
Elganon might be here, but he doesn't know we are.
But we're trying to steal his sacrifices. You'll notice.
We'll worry about
They're
that
getting
when we
paid
have
to sit like by the word, right?
They're getting paid by the word.
You can't even be a dick anymore. Everything you do is Disney-fied, goody two-shoes, candy-coated garbage as to not hurt anyone's feelings. Don't want a party member? Want to kick someone out? Too fucking bad. Wanted to be evil? Get fucked. Some of the stupidest combat abilities I have ever had the displeasure of using over and over. Maybe I picked the wrong class, because it was fucking awful. I don't like the new graphics. I don't like the bright style, the rounded edges of everything in this bloodless world. A world for babies, hand-holding you through the entire boring ass, questionable sidelines, unbearable side banter.
Who'd been in a room before I got there? Who was hungover? Who was having her fertile time?
Oh, wow. That must have been overwhelming.
Wanted to make sure you weren't feeling that way.
I'm alright, but thanks.
Tosh can smell your punani.
It's like a bear. The bears can smell the menstruation.
No, I don't want it. Some of the most pathetic, unsexy romance options and love scenes ever created.
Sexy growls, sometimes little bits of fire and love bites.
That sounds really great to me.
Just cringe. Cringe, cringe, cringe. I deal in cringe. All of my parodies are cringe, but this is mega cringe. It is lacking in depth, player choice, and agency. The worst character of the whole fucking game is you!
You know, you go into it, you're like, this is not that bad. But now, I literally hate the universe. I never want to return to this universe. Oh, is that the same universe with Elganon and Gilganane? Yes, it is the same universe of the elven gods Elganon and Gilganane.
Rook is the most cookie-cutter protagonist of all time. I can't even name one worthwhile trait. No one can. He's generic as fuck. This is a huge letdown in every way.
Oh, they'd have to create a dagger of their own.
Who cares?
But they too lost this one, and they also had to create another one.
another dagger
of their own.
From the once serious, mature, gritty, dark Dragon Age universe, there is zero sense of discovery, of exploration, of meaningful decision making.
This is dumb, man. This is like This is like 15 years old gameplay. Break 3 crystals. Break 3 crystals for every fucking thing ever. Break 3 crystals for everything.
All hallmarks of the great franchise now gone. Now everything is about the elf god, Elganon and Gillenane. Elganon and Gillenane. Did you happen to see Elganon and Gillenane? Is this Elganon and Gillenane? Was Elganon here? No, was Gillenane? Did you attack Elganon? Well, you must eliminate Gillenane. I hate this fucking universe now, and I never want it to return. And evidently, BioWare agrees with me, because they're done with the fucking game. Abandoned. And off to, I don't know, go kill, or actually re-kill, Mass Effect 5. Awesome! Great! I can't wait! Fuck! There was some disappointing shit. Tell me what your most disappointing shit was. And this is just the beginning, because I've got another list coming for you that's even better. The top 10 worst games. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much for supporting the show. I'll see you on the next Angry Joe show. I don't want to do it. I can't do it. I can't fill this thing. No! Here we go. Let's do it.